Hi guys, what is up? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Journey and welcome to my channel. Welcome. If I had a glass of wine, I would be like Today's video is a story time about the time when I used to work in the mall and my store manager set us up. I don't know why she set us up. Maybe she was trying to prove a point, or maybe she was just trying to be, I don't know, but Mokel set us up and it didn't end well for us. This story time happens in 2017 when I was working at the mall. I'm not going to say which mall this is or even like which store I was working at, because I don't want to expose like which, you know, I don't want to, like, it's not like I'm trying to expose people, so I'm not going to say their names and everything. Anyway, this story time happens when I was working in the mall in 2017, and basically, let me just say, when I got there, this manager, she didn't like me. She didn't like who I was. She didn't like how I came. She just didn't like me. She liked the people that she brought into the store, and because I wasn't brought to the store by her, she just always felt like, I don't know, you know, she just needed to show me that she's the boss, she runs the place, and that, you know, I was just a general worker or something like that. I don't know, but she was just not nice. Like, you couldn't even ask her questions, you couldn't do anything, guys, with this lady, because she was just rigid, and she always, like, her face was always like, you know. And how you gonna ask someone like that? Like, I mean, even if you had the guts, you just don't want to talk to her because you're like, she's gonna ruin your mood, honestly. Anyway, I just remember there was 4 of us that worked in the store, and I just, every time I knew that I was working like an early shift with this lady, or even late shift where I'm staying with this lady, I just hated it, because I knew I'm gonna have to sit with this lady. I can't talk to her, I can't, like, it's just gonna be a boring like hour or 2 because I'm with this lady and I know she doesn't like me. So anyway, got to the store, worked, tried to do the best that I could. I put in my work, and I was just trying to show her that, you know what, I'm in it for the win. I know I'm young, but I need this money, I need the bag. Like, I'm here to get my bag, you know,
I need that money.
Anyway, she still didn't like me. Regardless of what I did and tried, she still didn't like me. Anyway, fast forward, after working there, I think I've worked over 6 months now, over like almost going to a year. She says to me, this lady says, we are going to move and whatever. They found a store like in the same mall, but that was bigger and much better, and they were literally just revamping the store. So they were like, we're gonna move and whatever. We all excited. I mean, new store, new furniture, new everything. You just feel like it's a new change. It's like a new house, but it's not your house. Anyway, we moved to this new store. Everything was fine. In this new store, guys, they even changed the doors and the locks. Everything was changed. Like, it was not the way it used to be anymore. Basically, the doors that were in the store were glass doors. These glass doors, I'll try to get a picture if I can find a photo, like, just so that you guys can see the picture. But these doors had, it's those doors where the one has like a little like tipinyana, like this steel thing, that, and there's a hole like on the floor, and then this, you need to put that thing in and then close the other door and lock. If you don't put that thing in that little hole down there, then just know that the door's not locked. Like, you can still like swing the door, you know. So we were warned about this door, like, guys, this is a new door, and you guys, it's a new store. Like, please make sure that each time when you lock at 5, when you guys knock off, if you're the ones that are locking, please just make sure that this thing is done properly, because we don't want these robbers, there's whatever, you know. So make sure you do the right thing. Anyway, so much like attention and focus was put on this door that you couldn't, there was no way you were gonna miss it. Like, there was no way, girl, there was no way, because you were constantly told, this door, don't forget this door, like, don't forget, you know. And this mall we were working at, we are used to seeing con artists, seeing like people just trying to try it, you know. So we were like, you don't want to be caught you don't want to be the one that didn't lock the door when they get like they take stock, you know. This particular day I was working with this lady that's my friend even today, and she's older than me. So she's like, girl, we need to make sure, girl, I've got kids, hey, I've got kids and I can't afford to lose my job. We need to make sure this door's locked. Basically, we checked the door, we literally put everything in the way we were taught to, and then we even, like, you know, when you to check for it's locked, you know. We did that, and then after I even like went like on the ground. I was literally like on flat tummy on the ground checking, like, is this thing in, like, is that thing in? And I checked and it was in, and we again checked and the door was not budging. So we like, girl, jackpot, we did it, there's no need to stress. We go home, we thinking everything as well, like we did what was needed to do yesterday, so we thinking all is well, let's go home, babes. We had a long night. It wasn't 5, sorry, we knocked off at 7. It wasn't 5, it was 7. Anyway, we go home. The next day I'm not in, but Mogel is in, and she's working at, she started like later. We had 2 shifts, so she was doing the later shift again. I was not in. So basically the people that went in were the 2 other ladies that were not working with us at night, of which one of them is our manager. So during the day I'm doing my thing. The next day, like, it's a day off, so I'm like just trying to rest, trying to mind my own and just do whatever that journey does. How I get a call, hello, and you know, like when you get a call and it's like 011 and you, hello, you know, hi Journey, I'm like, hey, what's up, like, why you trying to disturb my peace? Anyway, he's like, hey, what happened yesterday? I'm like, what happened? What do you mean? She's like, they say the door was unlocked, like you guys did not lock the door properly. I said, no, like, no girl, you lying, like, what do you mean?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
It's like, no, they say the door was unlocked and that you guys, it was like swinging. I said, no, there's no way, because me and my friend yesterday checked and it was locked. So what do you mean? She says, no, I don't know, but it was unlocked. You know, like, I don't know, but it was unlocked. And I'm like, I'm stressing now, like, how? No, there's no way. Like, and now I can't even call girl because she's already started a shift, and I was like, if I call her, they're gonna think maybe we're trying to, you know, do like a plan. And also I'm thinking she wouldn't be able to answer her phone like in front of this girl, and like I said, we work at the mall, there's no way you can answer your phone without the other seeing. And the store that we worked in, it was like literally, it wasn't like your big stores like Game, War, Pick and Pay, like Woolworths. Those are big stores. These ones is like a 1-room store, and you, like, we can see each other. Everything we do, if you at the back, I can see that, oh, she's at the back. It's not like you can hide aisle after aisle. You can't do that. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'll wait for her to go on lunch. I know she's gonna give me a call. So at lunch she calls me. It's like, hey girl, but us Kiang. I'm like, what do you mean? But you know, like, we did everything. Like, I was flat tummy for this door. Like, I was checking. What do you mean? Says, girl, I don't know. Miss Manager says that when she got in, the doors were swinging. I said, hold on. But she said to me, they said it was unlocked. So who was there to see? You know, who saw this? Says, no, Miss Manager says it was unlocked. I said, but there's no way. There's no way. Like, it doesn't make sense how this, unless if there's a ghost, there's no way that the store like unlocked itself. And we definitely locked it. So something is fishy. Anyway, I'm like, I'm stressing, she's stressing, she's like, I don't know what to do. We lock the door, and like, so next day I go to work. When I go to work, I'm starting with the other lady. Like, there was 2, remember, there's 2 ladies, it's 2 so the 2 ladies that went in together, which is the manager and this other lady. So I'm with the other lady the next day. So I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, what happened yesterday? I hear Miss Manager says that the door was unlocked. Like, what happened? Did you see it because you were working with Miss Manager in the morning? She says, no, I didn't see nothing. I said, but okay, So who saw this? Was it only Miss Manager? She says yes, Miss Manager saw it. I'm like, what happened when you came here? She's like, when I came, Miss Manager was already in the store. Like, she was already sitting and eating breakfast. I was like, something's not right. Something was obviously fishy. Like, something bad happened, and it just happens that it is seen by Miss Manager, who happens not to like me. I mean, guys, tell me that's not fishy. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, because, you know. Anyway, I'm like, okay, this is fishy, I don't get it, but let's wait for Miss Manager, let's talk to her. When Miss Manager comes in, and I'm like, hey, what happened? Like, please just explain to me what happened, because I honestly, we double, triple checked and made sure that it was locked. Like, the doors were locked that night. So what happened? Says to me, the securities say that they found the doors. I'm like, this story is now just becoming like confusing. First it was first you said they said that it was swinging, then you said you saw the door swinging. Now it's the securities that saw the, like, who was it? Like, who saw it? Kimang, like, I was. Anyway, she's like, no, the security said they saw the doors at night and they had to stay there the whole night, like by the store, like checking and whatever. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I'm like, okay, but we've got cameras, right? So because we've got the cameras, please let's call IT, let's speak to them, let's just hear what they say and let them show us what happened, because I know for sure me and my girl locked that door. No, we can't call them for that, we can't whatever. But I'm like, why not? Why can't we call them? Like, why can't we call them, man? Anyway, long story short, guys, this was a whole thing. Like, she did what, like, now the senior manager's coming and you guys didn't lock the door. I'm like, girl, don't say we didn't lock that door, because I know I was the one that was flat tummy on the floor checking how that door was locked. So please don't say it wasn't locked. No, this is pure negligence. So you guys don't check, that means we can't hold you guys responsible. You guys will have to now separate, because it means that you guys. Did you not hear me say the door was locked? Did you not hear me say I was flat down on the floor checking how that door was locked? She's like, no, it wasn't locked, whatever. I'm like, okay, you know what, guys, you guys don't seem like you want to help us. You guys already, you've got it in your mind that we didn't lock the door. It's okay, but I'm gonna do my own investigations, because I don't trust what you guys are saying, and obviously I can't trust you, because you never wanted the best for me. Even from like word go, you never wanted the best for me, so I can't listen to y'all. So anyway, I'm like, it's cool, I'm gonna do my own investigation and I'm gonna find out. So me being me, who's talkative and is always like friends with everyone, I go ask one of the ladies that's a security at this mall, and I say, hi madam, how are you doing? Please may you help me. I just want to know, what's your procedure, like what's the process if you find that a door is not locked in this mall? I want to know what happens, because we have a situation at our store. She's like, oh no, that lady likes to speak, she's like me. So she takes out like her book, her proof of whatever. She's like, you see this book, this is where I write down everything. Like, I'll write down what happened at what time, and then immediately after that I'll go to the center management, which is where, like, I don't know, if you need help about the mall or you just need whatever, if you need anything, you go to center management. So she's like, so I'll go to center management and ask for a number. I'll report that the store was found unlocked, and then I will tell them to give me a number, or let's call someone who can come and lock the door. That's our first alternative. So I'm like, oh okay, so who did you call? Like, what did you write in your book? Who was working? And you know, and she's like, she was working that night, but she doesn't have any incident where she saw the door was unlocked. So you ain't seen nothing, man? You ain't seen nothing? She says, no, I didn't see anything, like everything was fine on that night. I didn't report anything because everything was fine. So now I'm like, so which security saw this, guys? Because I get it, they told me how the securities found the door swinging. So which security could it, maybe it was some other security, it could have been, you know, it could have been. But anyway, she's like, no incident like that was reported and I don't know anything about it, so I can help. And I'm like, okay, so because if you say you guys normally call someone, the senior manager like of the store lives literally like 5 minutes away, so you guys could have called that manager to come and lock the door the same night. It didn't need to be seen the next day, which is what happened. So I'm like, now this is fishy. And I could see that I and Miguel was set up. Obviously our Miss Manager didn't like us, that like she didn't like us enough to set us up. Like, so that is how me and my other colleague got set up. That is literally the story. We ended up getting warnings, and we were given like final written warning or something, like I don't know, like something big there, for negligence, and that was it. We got that. And every time, like I said, but guys, the security said, and I found out, and whatever, they were like, no girl, they were like, Wena, shut up, shut it. That's literally what happened. And even today, I don't know, they never listened to us, they never listened to me, and we were literally set up. We can see they never wanted to open the cameras. They didn't want to, like, there was no investigation done. We were just given warnings for the sake of being given warnings, which was unfair. But because we needed the money, we were trying to, you know, when you just need the money and you just like, I'm gonna take whatever because I need to be here, and I'm not just gonna leave this job because of this person, you know. So that was the story. And yeah, thank God I was able to get another job. And I, like, as soon as I left, I was like, bye. I left there, like, I ran, because we were just treated unfairly. I spent most of my lunches crying and just being emotional and like asking God, why am I in this job? Why? It was just a whole mess, and I don't wish anybody else for that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to give it a like, a subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what you'd like to see and what your worst work experience was. Like, when was the last time they tried it? Like, something, just give me some tea, like give me some, I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Journey, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch me.